What's up guys, this is Gaming, your channel for fresh Arena of Valor content, and while I am not one of the players that play mostly Jan on their account, I have gotten the Tanjiro skin from the lucky draw. You might have seen this on my channel and I just wanted to showcase this as my first attempt with him. I haven't played Jan in quite a while, and as I said, I'm not playing him that often. And right now you can see something that I have just discovered, that I have massive lag spikes at the beginning of the game or connection issues, which force me to basically get out of my Wi-Fi into the mobile connection, and then suddenly the game just rushes forward, but I can't play the game from the very start, so I'm missing about 40 seconds right now, which is kind of unfortunate. I've been playing Jan in the jungle. This is going to be not one of my craziest games in terms of keeping it clean and simple. As I said, I'm not playing him that often, and sometimes I'm a little bit greedy. As you guys might know, I am someone who plays mostly in the evenings after a full day of work, after a full day of entertaining children and stuff, like my own children, obviously, not other children, and that means my concentration is not usually the highest, and so I'm usually a little bit tired, and yeah, I just want to have some fun. So it's not about being like a super try-hard gamer, getting the most out of it. That is my World of Tanks career. I've got that issue with World of Tanks, checking my stats on a daily basis. But yeah, it's not. This doesn't go for Arena of Valor, therefore you guys are going to see a round full of fun and misplays, as you just have seen an S1 completely going away from the jungle creep here. And yeah, I think Jan is obviously a really nice character, therefore I went full troll mode and got the skin for him because I really like this kind of playstyle. I think it suits him actually quite well to have the Tanjiro skin, because you've got this sword approach. He had a kind of brush before, as he is obviously a painter. Of course, painters need a paintbrush, so that goes for that. So I think the theme is actually matched, because if it's a sword or a stick or whatever, it doesn't really matter that much, so everything is alright. I kind of like the eye thing that you get from him, but in this case, not the greatest play of all the worlds out there in Arena of Valor Battle Mode, and I think this Aya combination is still something that the developers should actually look into and care about, because it's just crazily good. If you have a Bruiser Warrior or a really good character in either mage or the marksman range, she's just turning games around. It's just that crazy. So according to my game plan, I'm just kind of rotating through the jungle, keeping an eye on what lane I might be ganking. I mean, the gank potential isn't that good with him in terms of movement, because his dash is kind of a little bit awkward with this swinging around obstacles. You don't have this kind of gap closer that just goes straight into the enemies and over obstacles, but I think it's still okay-ish, so that he can be played as a jungler as well. He is also kind of strong on the solo lane. Really easy lemon squeezy here against that Valor, but unfortunately with all the stun effects that the enemies were throwing at us, we did not have the easiest of times, and a disappearing Hayate does not really make things easier. But what did you expect from a Shinobi? Of course, he is nowhere to be seen when he doesn't want to be seen. So we are not having the greatest match so far. As you can see, we are standing on a 5-10, and I have donated some of my lives into that score as well, because 3 deaths, 1 kill. That score is something that needs to be adjusted over the course of the game, obviously. So yeah, farming is the call for about now, so I try to maintain my gold income by farming as much as I can. Now I saw the opportunity to go in and fight this fight, Tara against Omen, because I just thought that Omen might have a good cause on her. So I throwing everything in. I mean, she has the tools to withstand the killing blows because her ult just makes her crazily durable. But all in all, I think we fought it quite well in this 2v1 situation because she was about to escape. Like that was really something. I mean, that just shows how good Tara is right now. I mean, the old, I think the old Tara, at least in my experience, wasn't as durable as she is now. Same goes for Nina, for example. So a lot of the tanks that have already been strong have been buffed to even stronger levels, and the tanks that were not that strong beforehand are now on a really good level when it comes to durability, crowd control effects and stuff like that. So I kind of like Tara right now, where she stands in the game. She's not overly powerful, but she is not something to completely ignore when she's on the battlefield, because if she has 4 to 5 items, you really have to pay attention what she is doing, because she can just ruin your day with her healing defense. So now I try to kind of get into the combo here, and it actually looked pretty decent. I mean, we've got the butterflies about to be dead, and she was on a 5-1. Obviously this was not a match for Tara under tower because she has just too much life in her health pool left, so that's not something that should be surprising you. And I can just tell that the team score did not really go too well in our favor in the last couple of minutes, because it's still 8 kills in between. Now we've got Tara trying to farm our stuff. I mean, she even manages to do so because I was really lazy on my punishing skill here. I think that was actually a good sequence because I kinda managed to get away, but also Ignis was able to dish out damage towards the enemy. But now we really need to follow up with some force and do some justice, because so far the game doesn't really look that well, or that good, and the double kill for Valheim doesn't really make things easier for us in the later stages of the game. So we really need to focus right now, and I know that I paid my dues so far, or somehow I didn't. Like, it was about my fault as well. So still trying to find out how strong Jan is. I mean, I played him a little bit when he was released, so I think this is not a ranked match. I would be really surprised if that was a ranked match, because usually I don't really play characters that I don't know that well in ranked matches. I think that's what normal games are for, because otherwise I would be pissed if someone tries something just for entertainment purposes in the realms of the ranked battles, because I've got little time. So every time I'm playing a ranked game, I really want to win it. If I'm playing a standard match, I still want to win it, but it's not that important. I mean, everything is still alright if it doesn't work out the way I wanted it to, but if it's a ranked match, this is really something that I want to win, because I play to win ranked matches, obviously. So now you can see the full force of Jan. I think that was actually really nicely executed. So we've got the first bunch, now we've got the second bunch, and now we even got the double kill. So I think that is a good execution on how to play him and how to kind of get a feeling on how strong he is right now. I think he's a really good jungler. But yeah, not in my hands, obviously. I'm not the one to super showcase his capabilities. But I think you got a good impression on how beautiful that skin is, the Tanjiro skin. I think they've done a pretty good job on executing that here for the game. But of course, it's always a little bit expensive, so if you are a diehard Demon Slayer fan, I think it's just too crazy how much money they wanted to gain from you. But as I said, I'm playing World of Tanks and things are just horrible there. They want so much money for different tanks and skins. You're paying about 13 euros for a skin. Sometimes they've got price raffles. Now they've got the 12th anniversary, and the only thing that you get from the 12th anniversary are the like birthday candles, and with those birthday candles, if you've got plenty of those and you have been playing a lot, you can get 1 out of 3 3D skins. So those are skins on the tanks where you've got actually some kind of visual improvements, so it's not only some kind of color changing, but it's also that you've got like sandbags, fuel tanks and additional things, machine guns and all those sorts of things just taped onto that tank. So that's really nice, but you can just get one and you have to play a lot to get those. There are marathons where you can spend an entire week or even 2 entire weeks just grinding towards those things to get them free. So I think we are on a really good side when it comes to free gear here in Arena Valor. That said, some of the stuff that you really want is quite expensive. So that's, but I mean they want to earn money, so I guess that's the point with all of these optical things that they are throwing towards the game. So I don't really mind. Cool thing is, you can get every single champion in this game for free. It might take you a little bit longer to get all the champions, but you can get every single hero for free. You don't have to spend a single euro, dollar, yen, whatever to get those heroes. So even the overpowered ones, which are dictating whatever you want to play, higher tiers, not butterflies, but higher tiers, iris, whatever, you can get them for free. The really overpowered things, for example, in World of Tanks, you see that I'm playing a lot of World of Tanks because it's like completely filling my brain. My brain is all about what tank do I drive towards, what point on the map, is that strategically clever, should I go somewhere else, what ammunition do I load. This is completely controlling my entire free time when I'm not with my children, my work, my dog or whatever. So in World of Tanks, the really powerful vehicles, like the really powerful tanks, are spent with money. You have to pay to get those overpowered things. There's a tech tree, so you can grind towards different other tanks. But usually, the premium one is a lot more powerful than the tech tree one. Of course, because you should buy the premium one, even if you can get the tech tree one, because you will kind of get the better version by spending 30 euros or something. So most expensive ones are like 50 to 60 euros for a single tank, and they're more than 400 or 500 in the game. It's completely nuts. And that said, there are tank collectors in this World of Tanks bubble who want to have every single tank in the game, even the ones that they already own, but come with a special skin. So that's something which is entirely crazy, and it just shows how much a company can focus on getting money out of the wallets of their customers. So what they're doing is you get a premium tank that would usually cost 40 euros or 50 euros. They put a new skin on that and they rename the tank. So it's not the SU 130 PM anymore, but now it's the Waldgeist. Identical stats, so it's basically the same tank. Same stats, same damage, same everything. But you can kind of have the experience to play with a
newly colored tank with some special ornaments, with some lightning stuff going on and stuff like that. But it's the same tank, and you can't get that for money, but they're putting them into some loot boxes. The problem with the loot boxes is that you can't just draw them to get that one single tank, but they will usually offer 7 to 9 different tanks and tell you, look, we have prepared 7 old tanks that you will already know or own, and we will offer you to get 2 brand new shiny things. Unfortunately, there is no guarantee that you get the new shiny ones, obviously, because there's a really low chance to get those shiny new tanks. No tanks at all, which is like 1% or something. And in between those 1%, you have the chance to get 1 out of 9 tanks if you are not owning any of those, and they're really crappy ones as well, so you don't want to get the crappy ones. But if you got a crappy one, you might just want to spend more gold, or euros, which is, gold is the currency in the game, that you have to pay for. So this might just be something that will waste shitloads of money, and in the end you will get nothing out of this, and you just wanted this really shiny crazy tank with a lot better stats than all of the rest of those. And the tanks obviously get more expensive because, hell, why not? Everything got more expensive. I don't think that data that they have already created gets more expensive from time to time. I mean, maybe getting those tanks to you, downloading those, will be more expensive because it consumes more energy or something like that. It's entirely crazy. This company just draws money out of the people. Luckily, you don't have to do it. If you're a good player, you can still play with the Tech 2 tanks and everything is alright. So this was a little excursus out of the World of Tanks season. If you want to see World of Tanks content on this channel, just give me a hint and I will try to make something work, because I usually play about an hour a day. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching, guys. This was the yarn video that you guys were waiting for, and I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you didn't get too bored by all my World of Tanks content. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Bye bye.